okay. So in this video, we're going to be going over why Blackout is going to beat Fortnite. Now, it's no surprise that Blackout is the newest Battle Royale, and that Blackout, is the Battle Royale made by Call of Duty, and Call of Duty is one of the most hated developers, or at least was one of the most hated developers. That being said, over the past year, Fortnite has been a dominant game in the gaming community presence. And I think it's safe to say that now, finally, once Blackout is out, it has a fair competition. Blackout and Fortnite are two very different games, but they both compete in the Battle Royale genre. Which is why today we're going to be covering why and how Blackout could actually, and probably will actually, end up beating Fortnite. Now, before I do hear all those salty little kids saying, Krasy Pie, you're an idiot, it's not going to, just save your comments. Honestly, I don't really care. I've heard it all before. But in order to counteract all those little kids disliking and stuff, if you guys do, feel free, leave a like, as well as subscribe to the channel so you never miss another, Call of Duty Blackout video. And I have a link down to my Twitter so you stay up to date with everything regarding Blackout and this channel. But let me just say this real quick. No, I don't think Blackout will make more money than Fortnite. Obviously Fortnite has made billions of dollars and literally makes millions of dollars monthly. But I do feel like Blackout is going to take a huge chunk out of the Fortnite community, and if some of the stuff happens I'm going to be mentioning in this video happens, then Blackout will easily take most of Fortnite's popularity away within the next year or two. I'm not saying Fortnite's going to go completely dead like most games are today, but honestly, I do feel like Fortnite is going to take a massive hit, and PUBG and H1Z1, they should just pack it up right now. The first point I really do want to cover here is just simply because of the streamers. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but most of these streamers that have actually played Blackout loved the game. Like, even Ninja said himself, he would like to play at least 2 hours of Fortnite and 1 hour of Blackout, like in his streams, something like that. He obviously is going to play 75% more Fortnite, but he said he wants to do something like 50% Fortnite and like 40% 60% Fortnite, 40% Blackout, something like that. He wants to play a little bit of Blackout with Fortnite as well, which, if you guys don't know, that's pretty insane, because if you guys don't know this, streamers are one of the biggest ways that games are popular, which makes sense, right? So if you're watching one of your favorite streamers play a game, it just makes sense that you're going to go out and buy the same game. And Shroud, not disrespect, I don't know if you guys saw my last video, he hates Fortnite now. He's going to play a ton of Blackouts. Shroud is going to be playing a ton of Blackouts. I'm assuming Nadeshot will probably as well. And even, all these smaller streamers, like, my boy 8 Thoughts over there, I love 8 Thoughts. We also have just a bunch of other streamers, but the biggest one that I said here, Ninja. Okay, Ninja, Dr. Disrespect, and Shroud. 3 of, the biggest streamers out there really do enjoy Blackout, and that's a good sign for the Call of Duty community, because these streamers that play the game are basically the ones that make this game popular. Part of the only reason why Fortnite is popular now is because of all the little kids. A great quote that I heard is that Fortnite it used to be made, to be fun. It used to be made to be, just like as a good Battle Royale game. But over the year, Fortnite is now made for kids instead of being played by kids. It's made for kids and played by all. But obviously most of the people that play are little kids now. So all these streamers honestly are going to be making the game a ton more popular, because if your favorite streamer plays the game, I can almost guarantee you're going to want to play the game as well. The next thing I want to cover is that Blackout is something new. No matter what anyone says, no matter what anyone says about it being a copy of PUBG, it's really not, because if you guys don't know, Call of Duty used to be the big game. Back in the day, Call of Duty used to be the Fortnite back in the 2011, 2012 era, and even 2013. Call of Duty used to be so big, just like the general FPS genre. But now, obviously as FPS games are falling off, Battle Royale games are taking the charts. And what that being said, is we're going back to one of the most popular style of games, which is FPS games, and mixing it with Battle Royale games. Blackout is something new, which will honestly hopefully bring most of the older fan base back, because it's basically a mixture between all the 10 of the best years of Call of Duty put into one game, which the fans have been wanting for an extremely long time. And guess what, guys? Now we actually have it. What this will mean is it'll basically bring new fans, because of the Battle Royale genre is booming right now, as well as it'll bring out old Call of Duty fans, because as you guys don't know, we do have those older Call of Duty maps coming in, and we'll potentially actually get older weapons coming to the Blackout mode as well. The next point I want to make here is it's going to be very similar to Fortnite in terms of the constant updates. If you guys don't know, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is going to have constant monthly updates, weekly updates, and possibly even daily updates in the form of challenges and stuff. Fortnite does get weekly updates as well, but the thing it doesn't really do that much is events. In Blackout, we're going to get tons of events within the game. We're going to get like a Halloween event, where it's going to get like, weekly events, and maybe even, just tons of events, because Call of Duty World War II, if you guys don't know, got tons of events for, every single DLC, as well as for every single season, every single holiday, etc. Which means there'll be tons of replayability because there's something new to do every single month and even potentially every single week, which is a super big hype factor. But one thing I do want to say here is I hope they don't add constant guns, because part of the reason why Fortnite is a little bit annoying in my opinion is because they do add constant meta changes to the game, and if you miss like a week or two, you will actually fall behind, which I did in the summer. I went on vacation and I missed a couple weeks and I did fall behind, and I got kind of annoyed, so I just stopped playing the game. Next point I have here is that Blackout will actually, it's something for everyone. Obviously, Blackout is a battle royale game, but if you think of it in the bigger picture, it's not just a game mode. People will, probably buy Black Ops 4 mostly for the Blackout. Obviously, it doesn't have a campaign, but you gotta realize there's also zombies as well as multiplayer. And the Call of Duty multiplayer scene is not small. It's really big. Whenever people say Call of Duty's dead, Call of Duty's dead, it's really not dead. Call of Duty is still one of the most top-selling games of the year. And now that we have a battle royale, one of the most popular game modes within one of the most popular games, it's just going to make it even more popular. So, if you get tired of battle royale for the day, go hop into multiplayer. If you get tired of that, go hop into zombies. There's something here for everyone, and it honestly just completes the package. It's going to be amazing. There's going to be so much nostalgia here, and there's never going to be a boring thing to do, because we have these 3 game modes to keep us busy, but as well as we also have these weekly as well as monthly events to give us, new maps, new guns, and just free content all around. I get it, the $60 price tag does suck if you do only want to play this for Battle Royale, but you gotta realize there's 2 other really big Call of Duty game modes that come with the game as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This game is going to be, updated for at least 3 years to come. They said they want to try and make this last all the way up until their next game, which is pretty freaking cool if you ask me. I'm a really big fan of that because I love Call of Duty, and I want to see this game last a long time. Most Call of Duties aren't really that fun because you only play them for like a year, and you can only really get attached to them for that year, and then you have to stop playing them because, the new game comes out, you know what I mean? So you only really get to be, attached to that one game for a year, and then once it's done, then you gotta move on. But that's cool about this game because it's supposed to be having, these events and these updates for 3 years to come, all the way up until the next game. But yeah, honestly guys, that's pretty much it. I'm super hyped for Blackout. I don't know about you guys, but I am just way too excited for this game mode. Literally 3 more weeks until it's out. 3 more weeks today until it's out, so it's gonna be so much fun. I'm probably gonna stay home from school that day just to play it, and make a ton of videos for you guys as well. But yeah, if you guys do know this video, like, subscribe, everything, Twitter, Instagram, all down below. I'll see you guys later for another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys.